Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
But tell me, Eddie, is that a rabbit in your pocket or you're just happy to see me?
All right, hello everybody. Welcome. We are back for another episode of The Good, the Fun, and the Weird. We're basically once a month we talk about good stuff, fun stuff, and weird stuff because there's enough cringe out there to go around on social media and pop culture and gaming, what have you. Anywhere in the entertainment industry, there's enough cringe to go around, so we lighten the mood just a little bit during the week so people can sit back and actually relax and have a little bit of fun. There's some dumb
we're
criminal stuff.
bundles of joy.
Yeah.
Once a month.
Some wholesome stuff, dumb criminal stuff, weird stuff. Things you don't see every day, pretty much.
Yeah. We got weirdos in the chat too.
Yes. But before I say hello to those weirdos, Stieg, let everybody know where they can find you and all that fun stuff.
Here twice a month. And sometimes on Teresa's channel and sometimes on Tommy's channel. And sometimes on Sporking's channel for a Game of Thrones talks. But that's like once a month, maybe, I don't know. Whenever I'm awake and I know about the topic. Right? So yeah, not on YouTube as much as I used to be. I think my record back in the day was 6 streams a day. That's when I realized
I couldn't do that. I barely get one in.
Yeah, that's when I realized. Yeah, not anymore.
No. But yes. So from the top, I see Gravy D. What is up? Trey, ready for the articles? Yeah. Ziz and Ronan, welcome to the weird. Yes, we're all weird here. So thank you, Gravy D. Says, and Stieg, according to Gravy, you sound manly tonight. I think he has a crush on you.
Well, just tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this the first time, sir?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him. But anyway,
I sounded like 70% manly most of the time.
So about average.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have 9 articles to cover. They're not too long. At least when I skim through them real fast, they're not too long. But we have 9. Good stuff, fun stuff, and weird stuff. So without further ado, how we do it. Hey, Soul Assassin, good to see you. Is Stieg rolls a die, and whatever number that lands on is basically the article we bring up.
Yep.
Quick Norse.
Am I to roll right now?
Yeah, because I pretty much said hello to everyone that I see in the chat. So
7.
I got to count over chat. 1, 2. All right. This is one of the ones you sent. I skimmed it, so I have an idea of what it covers. But
it's also perfectly okay if you don't use the ones I sent. I just contribute.
No. I didn't use necessarily all of them. I used most of them because my schedule has been where I couldn't really go online today. But a man who kept seeing the same tree while on a drive makes hilarious realization. Traffic cops in Michigan claim the teen was so drunk behind the wheel he didn't realize some of the countryside was coming along with them after being involved in a crash. So okay, I've been drunk, but I had to wonder how people get that drunk.
Yeah, I've been drunk too.
Do that, but this is like so drunk that he's not even realizing he's in a crash. And he's taking half of Mother Nature with him.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering that. But anyway, so a passed out driver was woken up by cops to find the same tree he thought he saw several times on his drive was actually attached to his vehicle. Traffic cops in Michigan claimed the teen was so drunk behind the wheel he didn't realize some of the countryside was coming along with them after being involved in a crash. Ingham County Sheriff's deputies pulled into a petrol station on Monday morning after a driver in a separate vehicle driving near I-96 and Williamson Road in Wheatfield Township called law enforcement about the bizarre tree car situation. So the officers saw the strange sight and woke the snoozing bloke to figure out what had happened. The 18-year-old driver had somehow managed to collide with a sapling, only for the car's front wing to tear it out of the ground and get hooked on the wheel.
How do you manage that and falling off while you're driving? Because it shouldn't stick that well.
No, it shouldn't. That's what I was wondering. Like, one, how do you get so drunk that you don't realize that this has happened, pretty much? Because the impact alone should have jarred him. And two, the fact that, like, somehow it got stuck in such a way that it pulled the tree up from the ground and just the car carried it with it.
It's even at the right angle almost.
Yeah.
This man is a legend.
It's just...
Well, he is, though. I mean...
Yeah.
It's like the perfect combination of all kinds of stuff. I mean... Yeah.
So... I don't want to watch the vehicle of a person abandoning their dog. I want to shoot those people. But, Mia Khalifa's in the news again. According to the sheriff's office, the unnamed teen male from Springport was arrested for driving while intoxicated. It added the driver apparently hit the tree at some time after midnight and was found still intoxicated shortly after 6 a.m. So basically this kid hit the tree, drove along for a time until finally, like, either in a kind of like a crash of sorts or whatever, the vehicle was stopped and slept until 6 a.m.
I'm still baffled that the tree would stick.
This is where the laws of physics I cannot.
Yeah, because he must have driven for a while and probably not, in a straight line.
Is the wheel still able to turn?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not sure, like, how the tree is stuck, because if it pulled out, which I believe would include some roots. See, the roots are down there.
Yeah.
How's the wheel still able to turn?
And, you'd think the roots and whatever and the trunk would bump against the ground.
Yeah.
And kind of come loose that way. But it hasn't, though. But, no matter what that teen does for the rest of his life, he's not going to top this.
Nope. No, he's not.
Imagine him driving though. It's like the tree's following me.
Yeah, I know that's what he probably thought. Like, it's like I passed this tree several times. This tree looks familiar.
Yeah, probably freaked him the hell out.
But there it is, chat. So basically, so drunk, did not realize that the same tree he kept passing was just stuck to his vehicle.
Another thing I'm thinking is if he keeps this up, he won't grow old.
No.
Because it also sounds like he's been quite lucky.
Yes. It's more like a just a rhetorical how, because I know, like, being young, he's able to do that, but at the same time, it's like getting to that point. I don't know, but anyway. So make sure I close the right one. Okay, boom. 8 articles left. 1 down. Furious Skills, yeah.
Number 4.
All right. Oh, this is one Trey sent me. This is a dumb criminal one, Chad. You'll love this one. I mean, the title alone. I didn't read the article, but the title alone. Woman calls 911 to report dealer for selling her bad meth. Not what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, that's a right move.
So, some people just make it easy. Pretty much. Some people just make it fucking easy. Alright, an alleged meth user landed herself behind bars when she called Indiana police to rat out her drug dealer, telling cops the batch was not what it was supposed to be. Like, if she was going to rat him out, alright, at least be smart about it. Rat him out, that he's just that simply he's a drug dealer. That you've seen him dealing drugs, things like that. They don't have to fucking know necessarily. At least at that point, that you're a supplier, you can call anonymously.
She was probably on that bad meth when she called.
Oh yeah, I'm saying it's like you wait until the whatever trip you're on has passed. They're calling the cops though. I mean, like, she dialed 911 twice in January to complain that she was supplied with a bad baggie of methamphetamine, and the arrest affidavit obtained by the smoking gun shows. Harris then allegedly handed the drugs over to cops at her home in the city of Bedford in hopes they could test their authenticity.
She even looks like a Karen. Seriously.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they could. They
That's
could
like
test your authenticity while you're behind bars.
That's the most Karen face I've seen this week.
I wonder how many times she's like done this, because she's kind of round. So the bad meth left her feeling as though she were having a heart attack, she allegedly explained to police. Harris allegedly admitted to snorting a line of the substance and felt something different when it touched her skin and nostrils. She immediately knew it was the experience.
Are you supposed to snort it? I thought you were supposed to smoke it.
No, if it can be both.
Okay.
It can be both. Basically, crack cocaine can be smoked in a pipe, crack pipe.
Yeah.
But it can be both. So
Oh,
she snorted it.
shows you what I know.
She immediately knew it wasn't the experience she signed up for, so she compared the painful sensation to the bowl of normal meth she smoked with a friend previously. See, because you can smoke, you can either snort it or smoke it. She's apparently willing to admit her illegal activity as long as it meant retribution for her sketchy dealer. Well, I mean, like, she knew. And I guess she knew that she'd be facing a sentence. So she's like, fuck this. He's like, if I'm going down, he's going down with me. A meth possession charge, a felony that carries a maximum 30-month prison sentence. Not even 3 years. Like 2.5 years. No. Yeah, 2.5 years. According to charges filed. This arrest, however, does not mark her first run-in with cops. She has prior convictions for theft, meth possession, again, criminal mischief, disorderly conduct, resisting and operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated. She has this record and only got 30 months.
Yeah.
Where does she live? Indiana.
Huh.
Bedford, Indiana. She has this track record with law enforcement, and she still only got 2.5 years. I'm just...
Seems a bit mild.
I mean, considering if this were her, like, maybe second offense, I could kind of see, like, it'd be mild sort of situation, but then, like, but she has a record. Hey, Luke. She has a record. She not only, like, that she's, like, because you can be arrested without being convicted, but it says convictions. Meaning that she has been tried and convicted of these acts. Not just arrested. I don't know what Indiana law is. I'm just saying, it seems rather mild. Given the circumstances. I'm just saying. But anyway, there it is. Where would we be, chat, without dumb criminals to basically do the work for the police?
It seems to me, though, that the dumb ones get lighter sentences.
I don't know. Clearing a meth lab burns your eyes. Yeah, it can burn. But there it is. All right. Dumb criminal article. So we have 1, 2, 3, 7.
Number one.
Okay. Okay, this is a wholesome one, chat. All right. This is a wholesome one. Man reveals heartwarming friendship with young fox that he cured of illness in the wild. Now, if there's like a wild animal I would own, not the sole one I would own, because like there are other ones I like, but I would own a fox. And you can technically, if they cannot be released back into the wild, you can own foxes. But the thing is, would not be able to trap. You can't board foxes because there's no really good any places really that you could board them. Like say if you go on a trip or anything like that. So you have to get someone to watch them in your home, or just never leave your state.
Yeah, there used to be fox farms not far from where I grew up. Sometimes they would run away and all that, but they were fairly tame. They would come close, and there's a bunch in my hiking area as well. I see fox babies sometimes.
There's some foxes around here too. Sometimes you'll the sightings are rare because they are obviously skittish around people, so they're very timid, trepid but on occasion you'll see them with their babies certain points of the year.
Yeah, and the ones in the hiking area are used to people, so they'll come fairly close. I've been 6 yards away from foxes plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
And they're probably some of my favorite animals, but holy shit, do dogs hate them. Dogs go nuts. I don't know what it's, why, but hatred.
I mean, foxes and canine, basically they're the same genus.
Yeah.
But, I don't know if just sensing another potential threats. I don't know. They try to show dominance.
I don't know. They just they hate them.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but this man here befriended a fox after he noticed she was ill. Bob Dunlop realized the fox had developed mange on her tail after spying her lack of hair on wildlife cameras he set up near his home in Littleport, Cambridgeshire. The 69-year-old worked out where the animal's den was located and began to treat the cub by feeding it bread with a homeopathic remedy recommended by a wildlife expert. Their heartwarming friendship blossomed as the young kit began to greet Mr. Dunlop on his daily walks through the English forest. Mr. Dunlop said he knows he must let her rewild and is slowly cutting down the amount of time he visits and has already stopped feeding her. She's such a special animal, it'll be hard to let go. But he did not intend to make her tame as she is a wild fox. So, what's it say? Basically, put the drops on some bread alongside some dried food. Curing the mange also resulted in a unique bond between the compassionate Scotsman and the fox. She's the last remaining cub of a previous fox family who lived there, and he thinks the mother also had mange too. So I think that's where he got it. But here's the video.
Hello, darling. Hello, darling. Hello, you. Hey, you come to see me, have you? Hey, come on then. What we got then? What we got? Yes, I know, but you can't get my keys. Hey, you come on. Hey, come on then. Hello, darling. Hello, fox. Hello, fox. Hello, you. What are you doing? Hey, you're going to get all wet. Hey,
Foxes have the cutest sounds. Have you ever heard of I'm sure you've heard foxes. Chad, have you ever heard foxes? They make the most interesting sounds.
Yeah, they almost chirp.
Yeah. So it's not like, it's like like a growl, or at least not that I've heard. It's like chirps.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, if there's like, a species of wild animal, not the, like sole species of wild animal, but a species of wild animal that if I could have, I can tame, it would be a fox. Hey, Teresa, good to see you. But yeah, so wholesome, a little wholesome article for you, chat, basically. So
Yeah,
bring some
foxes and otters are always awesome.
Yeah, I think because people have owned, because they can't release them back into the wild, owned otters. But I think like otters can like be damaging to like just the house in general.
Yeah, they gnaw and stuff. But yeah, there's people in my area that has found otter babies and kind of raised them,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, you can have otters as pets, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's just kind of like raccoons. You got to be like really watchful of them because they can like damage your home.
You know what they do though during winter?
Mm-hmm.
They make slides in the snow.
Oh yeah, they like to slide.
Yeah, I've seen them do it. That they just run up and then they slide down in the snow into the ocean and then they go up again.
Oh yeah, they like love to do that. My cousin and dog, they, like those dogs are awesome, but they're also like ones that you again have to be vigilant with because of the wolf part. I'm not saying like I'm not saying like it's like you have to like be scared of them unnecessarily or anything, but because of the wolf part, you have to be like doubly vigilant because some of those instincts are genetic. So, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 articles left.
Number 6.
Okay. Anybody think about visiting the Bermuda Triangle? I'm crazy, not stupid. But there's a town where you should never stay at night and dogs start to vomit. In middle of the Mojave Desert of Barstow, between Las Vegas and Los Angeles. So never stay at night. So basically they call it like a Bermuda Triangle town. So anyone who knows what the Bermuda Triangle is, basically get a feel for where this is going. I have no desire to travel out that way. It's on your to-do list? Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see, Kay. So, Barstow in California has been branded a Bermuda Triangle town where creepy zombie blokes wander around the inhospitable surroundings. So, I'm not sure how close it is to your neck of the woods, Trey. Located right in the middle of the vast Mojave Desert, Barstow has been described online, quote, just the place where truckers get out for a pit stop when traveling from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. The infamous Route 66 highway needles through Barstow, which has a steady thoroughfare of vehicles, zooming along the mostly uninhabited part of the Mojave section. Reddit users flock to the platform to share their humorous and sometimes plain creepy experience of Barstow, described by one user as Bermuda Triangle, only it makes you... I'm guessing that's shit. Looks like a town in California now. One particular harrowing account spoke about a super creepy bloke who approached them when they stopped briefly. I was once driving on Highway 58 late at night outside Barstow. The review began. I stopped on the side of the road to let my dog pee. While we were out of the car, a disheveled-looking man with long hair and a beard suddenly appeared out of nowhere, walking toward us quite quickly. He did not say anything, just had his super creepy stare. He was probably on crack. I grabbed the pup and threw the two of us back in the car, managing to start the car and pull away just as he reached the rear door. It was fucking terrifying and too creepy experience of my life. Another user agreed and urged people who were passing through to never stop out there, especially at night. I've heard hundreds of horror stories from that area. On Travel Ladies, a website that rates places depending on how safe they are for female travelers, visitors were warned that, quote, caution should be exercised at night. The site continued, while most areas are well lit and frequented by police enforcement, it's always best to avoid less populated and darker areas for your safety. No shit. Some slightly more humorous tales on Reddit detailed how the city of Barstow seemed to have a profound effect on the bowels of dogs. My dog got horrible diarrhea in Barstow at 1 a.m. I threw away the seat cover and got the F out of there. Another person admitted that they had a dog that would vomit every time we drove through Barstow. So, anyone want to visit this place?
Anyone want to give it a hurl?
This is... Who wants to visit Barstow? As far as Marge's favorite stop, yeah. I think they call it the Bermuda Triangle because just because weird shit happens. Not that, like, anything disappears, but just weird shit happens. So, of course, Gravy's of all forts. Like I said, Trey, I'm not sure. He's second there day one, yes. As long as there's no alien probing.
Doesn't count if there's no alien probing.
Sounds like where we should have moved Guantanamo. Agreed. Greg Irons has been there, done that. So yeah, so basically, like, you know, basically between Las Vegas and Los Angeles, the place where weird shit happens, even for California. So there it is. Now, I've always wanted to travel Route 66 because of, basically, it's the famous highway. Don't know if I don't want to go that far.
Isn't there a David Lynch movie about that highway?
About Route 66. I'm sure, like, it's been featured in films. That's how famous it is. But I just look up David Lynch. No probe, no go. You live close to Route 66? But there it is. So now we got 5 articles left.
3.
3. Oh, another dumb criminal one. Another dumb criminal one. Let's go back. All right. This dude tried to Thelma and Louise it. This dude tried to Thelma and Louise it. Now, does anybody know that reference? Understand that reference?
Anyone have any cliff notes?
But unlike Thelma and Louise, he lived to tell the tale, as well as be arrested. He even failed to Thelma and Louise it properly. He even failed that. But anyway. Sorry, just let me go back here. No, go away. A driver led police on a 45-minute chase on New York's Long Island, drove off a 100-foot cliff into Long Island Sound, and survived, police said. Monday's car chase started when police in Southold in far eastern Long Island responded to a domestic violence call. Police Chief Martin Flatley told Newsday. The man drove off and reached speeds of up to 100 miles per hour as he crossed back and forth across eastern Long Island, police said. The driver turned onto Sound Road in Greenport, heading toward the water, and did not stop. Never hits the brakes, never slows down, Flatley told the newspaper. Hits an embankment at the end of the street, goes airborne over the bluff, off the beach, and into Long Island Sound. The car landed in 3 to 5 feet of water. Officers dove in, pulled the driver out, and arrested him. Police said. Flatley said the man complained of pain, but had no visible injuries. Charges against him were pending. Typically, when, like, I'm wondering if this guy was drunk, at least a little bit, because sometimes or on drugs, because sometimes if you don't stiffen, if like you're relaxed, even on impact, you seem to somehow sustain less injuries. Like if he was relaxed, like he was like accepting his fate, probably is why there's like no visible injuries. It's one of those weird situations. But yeah, he failed. He tried to pull a Thelma and Louise and failed. Maybe his GPS is broken. Yeah, he pulled a General Lee, but failed to do that as well because they made the jump. The General Lee made the jump.
Did you ever see the jump in Live and Let Die, the Bond movie, where they corkscrew jump off the bridge or over the broken bridge?
I don't think I've seen that one.
No, sorry, it was the man with the golden gun, I think.
I haven't seen that in a long time, so I have to go back and watch that.
Insane stunt, and they did it on the first take.
Yeah. Hey, Abomination. But I have to wonder like how much damage there was to the car because it landed in water. So I'm assuming there's damage, but you know, it's like the water would have at least softened the impact of sorts. Because it's in 3 to 5 feet of water. But he was coming like dropping from 100 feet. I think he was. I think he was because like when you do something like that, it's one of two things. He's either so fucking high on like whatever trip he's on, like he's not realizing what he's doing, or two, like there was no out for him at that point, so he figured this is my only other option, is to off himself. So, and he failed. I'm just like, it doesn't say what car, like it damaged the car took, basically. I'm not saying it would have not been damaged. I'm saying typically, like, you know, it's like you would have had that, when I say soften the impact, I mean, like it would have, like, you know, it's not like crashing into a tree, like a solid surface or a building or anything like that. It's like causes, displacement and things like that.
Depends on what's under the water too. If it's like sand or grass, you know, instead of rock.
I'm assuming it was sand because it's the sound, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I know, but like depending on how the car fell, it's one of those weird situations where it's like the fates and stars aligned, that there was just the right circumstances where it's like he walked away from this. So someone up there, either some guardian angel up there, like did their job and kept him safe, no matter what. Or someone out there was looking out for the cops, like, you know what? Like, he's not getting away with this. We're going to keep him alive for you. I don't know. And probably saved by the airbag too. But anyway, that's it. He tried to Thelma and Louise it and just failed.
Yeah, he just Thelma didn't Louise it.
Yeah. So we got 4 articles left. Yeah.
Number 3.
All right. This is probably why Lethal says to drain the ocean. Because mind-blowing footage shows deep sea sub come close to, quote, prehistoric monster. Experts were left stunned after an Ocean X submersible happened to come across a huge creature believed to predate the dinosaurs and was able to tag it to find out more. Yeah. I mean, there's like the ocean depths are how deep, and there's creatures down there that we have yet to even discover. Combine that with the fact that you have animals even on Earth that have had little, if any, evolution to them, like alligators and crocodiles, things like that. It's like they are pretty much walking prehistoric creatures.
Yeah. I want them to be extinct. I'm not gonna lie. I hate alligators and crocs.
I find them fascinating. It's like sharks. Like sharks and like those like things that have like demonstrated like little need to evolve. Like they're almost like designed perfectly from the outset to be like killing machines and so forth. Like they need like very little evolution to perfect anything. I'm just fascinated with. I would not go in the ocean. Fuck that.
Like a perfect organism.
Yes, I'm saying, but I'm fascinated by that.
Yeah, I'm scared shitless of them. I'm not going anywhere near.
Yeah.
Animals like that.
But here it is. Scientists were left mind blown after they spotted a, quote, prehistoric monster while using a deep sea submersible to explore the ocean floor. The footage was captured from a GoPro on the Ocean X sub when it was dropped down into the water to explore the vast depths of the ocean. While some viewers may have felt uneasy watching it drift down a few feet, there was something even more unnerving lurking below. In the 90-second clip, which was shared on their YouTube channel, the camera spots a huge creature that has been identified as a species of deep-sea shark known as the blunt-nosed sixgill. In the description of the video, the company explained that they partnered with the Cape Luthera Institute for the dive 4 years ago. Holy fuck. Look how big this thing gets. Blunt-nosed sixgill.
I've never heard of it.
Like I said, there's like Soul says 90% of the ocean hasn't been explored. Like there's so much that we have yet to find. Like there's creatures that we have not even documented.
Yeah.
But it's not a plesiosaur. But I'm saying like it's like a shark that's that far down. The Meg is next. The Megalodon is next.
Did you like the Meg movie?
Overall, I enjoyed it. I don't go back and watch it because of one part.
Let me guess it. Well, did the dog get eaten? I thought it survived.
The what?
The dog?
I don't know about the dog survived. No, the baby whale got eaten.
Oh.
Yeah. Like you don't see what happened to the mother, but it's safe to assume that the Meg killed the mom, and then when the baby whale, which is so fucking sad, it's like taking its nose like against like the underwater structure because it's like trying to, because it's like scared and things like that, and you see the Meg just like chomping in half. I'm like, fuck that.
I don't even
Do not need to
remember
see
that.
that. Yeah.
I've eaten whale.
So I haven't.
It's good. Holy crap, it's good.
So, but like that part, I'm like, nope. Yep. Overall, like, if not like overall enjoyed it, but that part, no. Second one, it's pretty much like over the top sequel.
Yeah, the sequel wasn't.
It was like it was enjoyable for what it was. I don't put like I'm like I don't think about it much. It's basically just Jason Statham versus giant shark.
Yeah, well,
Anyway.
2 of them, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it ended up being just one at the end, but there was like
Yeah.
other-
Oh, yeah, but There were other creatures.
Yeah, there were other creatures. So a member of the crew was heard saying, "Oh wow, look at the width of that thing," during the mission, led by FSU Marine Labs Dr. Dean Grubbs. The sub became the first ever submersible to tag an animal underwater. The task has previously been accomplished only by hauling the creatures to the surface. So I'm gonna get to the clip. Where is this? Yeah, what fuckers don't include like. All right, is like pretty much worthless. So I gotta find their YouTube channel to find the video. Like, who doesn't like embed? Okay, no, who doesn't embed the video? Who wrote this article? Kirsty Card fucking failed at her job. She's a video news reporter and doesn't include the fucking video.
Maybe copyright? I don't know.
No, it's not, I don't think anything like that would be copyrighted because they added it to their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's just a 90-second clip, so it's not like it would be a minute, like a minute long, that would like trigger any bots or anything. It was a female shark. That she exceeded the usual size of her species. Typically, these sharks reach the length of up to 20 feet, but it's rare to see one so up close. Yep, I'm not. Nope.
Nope. I've seen Jaws. I know what happens.
Yep, that's just a nope. Well, still, I would want to see the video. It's only 90 seconds. I want to see the shots. It's something relatively fascinating to look at. Like I said, I've always been fascinated with these creatures: sharks, crocodiles, like the perfect organisms.
Yeah, anacondas are pretty cool too.
Yeah, as little evolution necessary as possible. It's almost like they just came out of nowhere and just yeah, I'm good for the next millions of years. I'm just saying. I would have liked to have seen the video, Kirsty. Anyway, 3 articles left.
Number 3.
Okay, there's a weird one. Because I get missing your husband. I get missing him, but to live with a cardboard cutout of him, that's just weird.
Yeah, it's like the relationship is paper thin.
It's just weird. Okay, thank you, Soul.
How does she have sex with him, though? Does she make a hole?
Conjugal visits.
Make a hole near the crotch and then stick her little vibrator?
Well, they're allowed conjugal visits.
Oh, okay.
Especially if she's married to him. So, they're allowed that. But she says she's never spent time with her common husband outside of prison. Was he in prison when they got married? Hold on. That's just creepy.
I would not be surprised.
That looks like his mugshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm leaving cigarettes. Yeah.
Women go crazy over guys that are in jail, though, especially if they're serial killers and stuff.
Okay, not all women do that.
No, but a lot.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about these women. I'm like, you might as well say tattoo next victim on your fucking forehead.
Yeah.
I never understood that. I never understood also the ones that get fall in love with like these convicts like through pen pal letters. No, he's just in jail. A woman keeps a life-size cardboard cutout of her husband because he's serving a 30-year jail sentence. Oh, it was a prison pen pal situation. I knew it. What is with these chicks?
What is she gonna do?
Bundy
You know,
too. Manson
when
and
he-
Bundy.
what if when he ages, will she then get a new cardboard cutout, an updated one?
He's serving a 30-year sentence. Is he gonna one for whenever his looks change? Because he's not getting out anytime fucking soon.
No.
All right. Met her husband Chris through a prison pen pal service. I saw a show where this lady was talking about how she met her husband from a pen pal page, so I decided to check it out. Fucking weirdos. After she signed up to become a prison pen pal, Jade saw a picture of Chris and decided to write to him. We went back and forth with writing, and then we started talking on the phone, and then I flew and met him in person, and the rest is history. Chris is serving a 31-year sentence for burglary and identity theft and has to serve a minimum of 10 years behind bars. But he also has a sizable income from a stake in a casino and owns the house where Jade now lives. No wonder she fucking fell in love.
Yeah, free place to live.
Okay, so he could get out in 10. That's still fucked up. That's still fucked up. The pair have never spent any time together outside of prison, and all she has to keep her company at home is a life-size cardboard cutout of her husband. I had a friend edit him and put him in a Hawaiian shirt because I don't have any selfies of Chris that are full body length without his inmate outfits. Yeah, no shit, because he's in prison.
This is weird. Yeah, this is a strange one.
She's saying she had to delete her TikTok, so it got so bad that it actually deleted my account. Yeah, because what is wrong with you?
I saw that guys have AI girlfriends now too, that they chat with.
He wants to impregnate me right away. Yeah.
Well, he's in jail.
So, I mean, at the very least, he's not in prison for anything incredibly horrible. So there's probably at least a modicum amount of hope. They could be telling the truth that, except he's made mistakes and he's going to change. It's happened. It's happened where prison has actually instilled the fear of God into someone enough that he or she does not want to go back, and they actually do right by what they say that they're going to change. So burglary and identity theft. However, I don't know. Burglary, one thing. Identity theft is a completely different ballgame. And that's something that I don't see him breaking. Everybody makes mistakes. Not everybody goes to prison. So, I'm just saying. That's just weird. Seems to type to write to Richard Ramirez, yeah. Nice Hallmark movie right there.
Yeah, and that they have a cardboard cutout for the movie that they can use as a movie poster, can't they?
Yep. So. It's tied, yeah. But anyway, 2 articles left.
Yep.
Yep.
Number 1.
I'm assuming they're conjugal visits, but she said that she's implied that they're not going to start a family until he gets out, I guess. I don't know. So you said number 1?
Yeah.
Imagine finding a 14th century medieval gargoyle hidden behind your toilet.
You know
Some
what?
people find mold. Some people like chip away the tile and find better tile underneath, or like why the fuck did you cover this up?
You know that gargoyle's probably literally shit-faced?
Yeah. Oh god. But imagine like finding this.
That has the making of a horror movie, doesn't it?
Yes. Like this right here.
Yeah.
A British couple was left stunned when they found a medieval gargoyle hidden inside their bathroom. Tracy and Rory Vorster were cleaning their bathroom when they made the grotesque discovery: a stone-carved sprite concealed under a wooden panel. The couple searched for answers after removing the shelf in their Grade I listed rental home, a building or site listed as having an exceptional national or architectural or historical importance. Well, no wonder! Anyway, experts at Lincoln Cathedral believe the ghoulish figure forms part of an historical fixture grammar drainage system dating back to the 14th century. I couldn't believe it, said the father of 3. I shouted up to my wife and said, I found a thing. This is the makings of a horror movie.
Yeah. Kind of awesome, though.
Yeah. The previous occupant had lived there for over 20 years, but yes, this couple's just finding out. They moved in March 1st, and Tracy just thought it was a shelf and wasn't sure why people decided to cover it up. Well, that's why. It was well documented back to the 14th century, but not that many people around here know it. A survey of ancient houses in Lincoln, Volume 2, says houses to the south and west of the Minster in 1887 first recorded the carving as, quote, grotesque masks which forms the drain. Okay. Is it part of a... To drain what? Like from a shower? Because this...
Yeah, because
this is
it's
the drain part.
Yeah, because it's horizontal. You'd think it was part of a fountain or something like that, right? It would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Looks cool though.
Yeah, but it's just I see just future horror movie idea. Right.
Imagine the lady though. Every time she's excusing herself to go to the bathroom, she's like, yeah, I'm just going to step out and sit on his face for a while.
No. So, and they don't own the house, so they can't do any they can't tear it down, but there it is. All right, so we have one more article left. It's actually one that Gravy sent me, which is I don't know how Dave & Buster's is going to pull this off, but if any of you, this is pretty much an American thing. See, I don't think you know what a Dave & Buster's is.
Never heard of it.
It's basically restaurant, arcade, essentially in one.
Well, we have, we had similar things actually, but they're gone now because arcades are gone.
Yeah, but this is what basically Dave & Buster's is. Now they're adding peer-to-peer, or they're planning to add peer-to-peer betting on arcade games. It's or Abomination is adult Chuck E. Cheese, pretty much, which is for kids, so food and arcade sort of situation.
Yeah,
this is here's for adults basically, and now they're adding peer-to-peer betting. So gambling at Dave and Buster's.
So you can gamble on who wins an arcade contest or something.
Well, it's not just contests, just in general. Basically, Dave & Buster's is jumping into betting this year. The arcade and restaurant chain will add a feature to its app that allows social wagering for its customers. Dave & Buster's is partnering with Lucra, an emerging player in the peer-to-peer betting space, to offer customers who are 18 and older and loyalty members to bet on games like Skee-Ball within the coming months.
That can get fixed or rigged so fast, though.
Yeah. So basically, down here it says, company CEO Michael Madding says Lucra doesn't require the same regulations as sports betting and online casinos because their games are skill-based. Lucra operates as a skill-based company, so potential games that are in scope are skill-based games. As it stands, there are unanswered questions about how Dave & Buster's and Lucra will regulate who can use the app and where. The types of games customers and Dave & Buster's will be allowed to wager on also remains to be seen. The real goal here is to find ways for the customers to connect with each other. Yeah, whenever, I've only really been into one Dave & Buster's in my entire life, pretty much. But whenever I go there, I'm just going for the food, whatever company I'm with, have some fun. I don't want to fucking interact with any other customers other than the ones I am with. But hey, you do you, if that's what you want to do. So it's basically legal gambling being added to Dave & Buster's. So
I miss arcades, though. Seriously.
well, like I said, I had fun time at Dave & Buster's. They're not cheap. They're not exactly cheap. But like I said, it's a restaurant and arcade in one. And it's one of the only few places around there. Because arcades nowadays, you'd be really hard pressed to find a separate arcade. They're always part of something else, like a movie theater or a restaurant or something like that. And it's just a small area. Even hotels will have small arcade sections depending on what hotel it is. It's never a separate. Haven't seen any separate entities in a long time. And yeah, it is pricey. It is pretty damn pricey. Part of the reason why I haven't gone there that much. But I would like to go at some once in a while. So on the overweight, $20 on the overweight ginger with no friends and a Dr. Disrespect t-shirt. Oh, I love that comment. It's comment of the night, pretty much. But there it is. Yeah. So if you go to Dave & Buster's, they haven't implemented this yet, but at least at least this year they're hoping to roll out legal gambling. I myself would not partake in it because I'm not betting on some stranger playing Skee-Ball.
Yeah.
If I'm making a bet, I'm making a bet with someone I'm with. Hey, $20, I beat you at this Skee-Ball game or whatever. That's it. I'm not betting on strangers. Hey, Riot Kitty. So, and I don't gamble sort of as a rule of I go with. But like I say, at the same time, if it's a bet between friends sort of situation, hey, I bet where where you could shoot hoops. That's some arcades that have where you can shoot hoops. I bet I can make more than you. I bet I can get a higher score. I bet this. Between friends, between siblings, I would do. I just don't see fucking competitive Skee-Ball. Which I haven't played in a long time. I used to play that a lot.
We need to do the Commodore 64
Yeah, I do.
thing.
But yeah. But I played a lot of arcade games. Played a lot of pinball games, too. Growing up. If I ever win the lottery and I'm able to purchase a house with a huge basement nice big basements. I want an entertainment area, and like a section where there's like arcade games and pinball machines, and a pool table. Not exactly. It takes some skill. I wouldn't say it's like for bowling for asthmatics. Yeah, I mean, I'd invite people over pretty much, and like entertainment area with like a big TV, stadium style seating. And when I say stadium style seating, I mean like raised platforms, so it like feels like you're in a theater of sorts. Pool table, arcade games, pinball machines. I used to watch a program called Changing Spaces, the British show, which the American version was Trading Places, but it's basically where these couples switch places, like one couple switch places with another couple, and each one redesigns a room in the other's home. And there was one where it's like the designer did this like bar, this like not nightclub, but like like a black and white aesthetic feel for like a bar area, and it was like actually really fucking cool looking. I would do something like that and have like pictures of old like classic actors and actresses, like pictures of them like in frames on the wall. That's what I would do.
Have you seen 19K Fox's setup now? Because he has
I've
an
seen
arcade.
him post pictures. I haven't seen like like the entire setup. I haven't seen him post pictures on
Oh, the bastard has an arcade basement thing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I've seen. I've seen him like post pictures on Instagram where like he's like when he's putting them together.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, seriously, people in the chat, go check out his channel. It's probably the arcade channel now, isn't it?
So, yeah. Probably no longer got an house that would have an indoor pool and hot tub. I would definitely have a hot tub. I don't know about an indoor pool, outdoor pool, but definitely a hot tub. Yeah, this is his channel, 19K Fox.
Yeah.
This one right here, Gravy.
Really good guy, too.
Yeah. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are all the articles I have for the good, the fun, and the weird. No stream tomorrow. Just want to relax tomorrow evening. So if you're part of my Discord server, I will be doing a watch party of Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. Starting hopefully no later than 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Sam Raimi nailed it with that movie.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to respond to a text. I'm going to have to just dip just for a little bit to grab my dog. But, yeah, that one I think is like story-wise. I love the first one, but story-wise, the second one is better. And then the third one, Sam Raimi got like the chat basically fucked over by the studio when they made him include Venom, and then he included Hobgoblin as well.
It's kind of baffling that the studios never learn, because every damn time the studio interferes, they fuck up a movie. So why do they keep doing it?
There are rare instances where the studio is actually the smart one, and the director or whatever doesn't listen. Case in point, the M. Night Shyamalan movie Glass. The studio is willing to step in and give him more money so he could actually film a proper and superhero boss fight. M. Night Shyamalan said no.
I've never seen that movie. Actually, that's a trilogy.
Yes. It starts with Unbreakable, then Split, and then Glass. I love Unbreakable. It's probably my favorite M. Night Shyamalan film. Split is good. And then Glass is just shit. It should have solely been focused on Sandman, because Sam Raimi wanted to just focus on villains he understood. that he knew. So that's why basically we had Green Goblin in the first one. That's the only villain in the first one, Green Goblin. Then the second one, Doc Ock, Dr. Octavius, all right? Only villain in the second one, all right? And the third one should have just had Sandman. So basically he could have been fleshed out and actually been a proper villain for Spider-Man. But studios like Venom puts butts in seats. But Sam Raimi is like, I don't know Venom. That's not one of my favorite villains. I want to use Sandman. I love Sandman. They made him include that shit. As well as Hobgoblin, which came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. Sandman was cool. I liked him. The actor's great too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like with some tweaking, it would have made sense tying him to what happened to Uncle Ben, but because like Sam Raimi couldn't because there's all the other shit happening. It's like one big fucking mess. They gotta step away from my desk just real fast, and then we're gonna be wrapping this up. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, can I have a chat with the chat then? Let's see. Yeah, Thomas Hayden Church, very good in the role. I saw him in. He's in Tombstone as well. Plays one of the villains, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Yeah, Maura's going to be on Discord tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah, Greg Iron says the third one should have just focused on the Sandman villain. I completely agree. I think if they, if even if Venom is a very popular character and all that stuff, if they keep overusing him and stuffing him into everything, people are gonna just resent it. It's kind of gone that way with Harley Quinn now, hasn't it? She's in all kinds of mediocre crap, and she's not really the character we know. They should have done the Harleen graphic novel, an R-rated version of that one. That would have been perfect with Margot Robbie. Yeah, let's see. Trey Courtney saying LOL. Don't know why. Why you're saying that, sir? Are you mocking Gravy D, perhaps? Let's see. Venom was a Hollywood rewrite. His Secret War origin story would have been better. Actually, I remember that because I had the comic when Spider-Man gets the Venom outfit, basically.
Yeah. And then they did a Venom movie, which makes no sense. At least Venom looking the way he does in that movie, because he looks that way because he merged with Peter Parker, Spider-Man. So that's why he looks that way. So he wouldn't look that way unless he interacted with Spider-Man first. And he does it in the movie. Makes no sense.
Yeah, that's completely true.
Anyway, this is my Discord. This is where the watch party will be happening tomorrow, starting no later than about 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So I just want to relax tomorrow and have some fun. But anyway, before I start giving my outro, Stig, let everybody know where they can find you and all that fun stuff.
Here in a few weeks for our top 10 1987.
Yes, and we had to figure out which Wednesday that'll be because there's 5 Wednesdays.
Yeah, well,
this month.
Up to you.
So, Trey, I'll call your bluff on Bulletproof Monk. I'm in no way fucking watching this fucking shit again.
You didn't like Bulletproof Monk?
No, Madam Web.
Oh, yeah. I watched it. I was like, they set fire to fireworks and stuff.
Yeah.
And the fireworks blow out a brick wall.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
No. And that's why I said, because Trey joked about doing a watch party of Bulletproof Monk. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to call your bluff. We're going to do a watch party of Bulletproof Monk. So I'm like, I'm not calling your bluff here. I'm like, Bulletproof Monk was at least fun. It's not necessarily objectively good, but it's at least fun. Madam Web was just boring shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So tomorrow, no stream. Spider-Man 2 watch party. If I stream Friday, it'll be about 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and probably playing a multiplayer game. We'll see. Saturday, doing a watch party of the Backlash wrestling event replay. So I probably won't stream in the evening because the event itself, I'm not sure how long it'll be. Even watching the replay. And then Sunday, no stream again. Probably just going to relax as well. So we're watching Child's Play 2 in the evening.
That's the best one.
And that is only an hour and 24 minutes. So I'll probably start that about like the time I normally stream, about 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So like, so basically go from about 8:30 or so to around 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I'm saying like, it's generally like 3.5 hours, but can go as long as 4. I'm not sure. Depending on the event. But there it is, chat. So yeah, so watch party tomorrow, watch party Sunday, stream maybe Friday evening, watch party Saturday of WWE Backlash event. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, have a good rest of your day or evening wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all next Wednesday for the first of the 1s and 2s, and that is Blade. And then the first of the singles, which I'm assuming is Murder at 1600. All right, so take care, everyone. That's my kick. Thank you so much, Trey. Have a good rest of your day or evening wherever you are in the world, and we will see you all later.
Peace.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.